Pretty wild video out of South Carolina. This is a large alligator just taking a stroll, taking his time crossing the street and, and a crosswalk though, so he's following the rules.
Look at that, no jaywalking.
It's in Huntington Beach State Park, and you can see the people in the background on bikes, scooters, and on foot. I mean, I think I would be backing up because if it does turn, gators can go pretty fast,
yeah, they
right?
can when they're ready to charge at you.
But they're just kind of like, we'll just take a look at them. Okay, so our director Ed Merritt did the research for me. You can see the gator is basically the length of a whole traffic lane. He looked it up in South Carolina. Their lanes are 9 to 11 feet depending on location, so a pretty big alligator too.
So do we know why the alligator crossed the road?
No, I don't.
I guess to get to the other side.
Actually, I did learn from living in Houston, because there'd be gators randomly all the time, like out on interstates and stuff. I guess during this time of the year, they get out because the pavement's so hot with the sun.
That they like to
basically say, yeah, so you really do have to be careful this time of year, just driving.
Run one over.
And you're paying it, because they're basically like a big old speed bump in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Your truck or your car is going to take the brunt of it.
My car. We have to worry about potholes there, and South Carolina, they got to worry about gator speed bumps.
I know, goodness.
All right, from South Carolina to Florida. Florida man took to social media to get NASA's attention. Alejandro Otario tweeted, quote, "Hello. Looks like one of these pieces missed Fort Myers and landed in my house in Naples, tore through the roof, went through 2 floors, almost hit my son. Can you please assist with getting NASA to connect with me? I've left a message, or messages, emails with no response." An astronomer actually replied. His name is Jonathan McDowell. He said, "The time and location were consistent with predictions on where and when equipment would enter the atmosphere." He also agreed it appeared to be part of an EP9 battery pallet. What he's talking about, back in 2021, NASA announced an external pallet of batteries had been released from the International Space Station, which is 260 miles above Earth. NASA said that pallet would orbit Earth for about 2 to 4 years before burning up in the atmosphere without causing harm. Well, it looks like that didn't happen.
Yeah, no.
He did get NASA's attention. They collected an item from him last week, and they will analyze the object at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida as soon as possible to determine the origin.
That's crazy.
And the homeowner's insurance is paying for repairs.
Okay.
I would love to see that report.
Yeah, and just the speed. I can't believe it didn't do more damage than it did.
Thank goodness, like his son, he said, wasn't,
wild.
wrong place. But I would love to see that report. Like NASA, what did you call it? Battery pallet?
Pallet, yeah.
That's covered in my insurance. Okay.
All right.
Crazy.
And we've heard about houses being eyesores. What about this one? It's a nose sore. This is an affluent neighborhood in Los Angeles, the Fairfax district. And you can tell we'll see it momentarily. The trash piled up all around the house. Disgusting.
Oh, gross.
Neighbors say not only does it smell, they say it's a fire hazard.
Well,
it's surrounded by multi-million-dollar homes. The homeowner has declined to speak. He's reportedly lived in this 2-bedroom home since the mid-1990s. That's according to a newspaper. And neighbors say action was taken years ago to clean the home up, and the homeowner was fine, but as you can see, nothing's changed.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, and it's not like you could sell your house if you live next door and you're just fed up.
Right.
That is so gross.
It is disgusting.
Yeah, but I wonder ultimately with public health violations, etc. They say the homeowner has been fined, but why the city of Los Angeles just hasn't come out there to clear it up and then fine him, which has happened in other cities.
And I mean, I wonder what his story is. Is he a hoarder? Is he? I mean,
there must be maybe a mental health there, but that's crazy to get to that point. You know how much work that is? Like.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's just so disgusting.
Yeah.
And the oldest man in the world has passed away weeks before he would have turned 115. He was born in 1909.
Wow.
Yesterday, Guinness World Records did announce the death of Juan Vincent Perez Mora in Venezuela. He credited his longevity to working hard, resting on holidays, going to bed early, drinking a glass of aguardiente. I can't even say that. Guardiente every day.
Aguardiente?
Yes, there you go.
Aguardiente.
Loving God and always carrying God in his heart. He wanted to be remembered as a hardworking man, faithful to his wife and his religion. And there is still a woman alive who is the oldest woman right now, 117 years old.
Wow. And
the Guinness World Record for the oldest person ever was held by Jenny Louise Calment, who lived to 122 years old.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
That's crazy.
Okay, I had to look it up. I had to see what the secret to life is. It's a Colombia drink. It's a anise-flavored liquor derived from sugarcane.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So he said have a little
all these people who live to be long, they always say they have a glass of something every day.
I mean, well, talk about somebody who has a glass of something every day.